those and many moments of my dad looking after his dad while trying to look after me and trying to just
provide for a family at the same time.
Trying to provide for a family.
Like he had a fucking plate this big and it was overflowing.
Yeah. Like, no wonder he fucking had a heart attack a couple of weeks ago. That's what fucking got me upset too, because like I hold myself responsible.
Yeah, you take the blame.
Yeah, definitely. Welcome to another episode of Planting Seeds with Soul. Raw conversations on transformation, truth, and finding light in the darkest places. You may not hear what you want, but you will definitely hear what you need.
Okay, guys watching at home. No, I haven't scribbled the dirty texture off my head, and I haven't been to Turkey for a hair transplant. I do look like Bird off Sesame Street, but today we're going to do something a little different. So today we've got a special guest on. He's one of the weirdest cats that I've ever known, but also one of the most caring, deep down, good guy. He'd honestly give you the shirt off his back. Special guest today, we've got the man himself, Soul 33, Corey Vogt. How are you, brother?
Going fucking really good, bro. That was awesome. Big Bird off what?
Bird off Sesame Street.
Is it Big Bird?
Nah, Bird. You know Bird, and he's got the skinny head with the fucking hair at the top.
Yeah, fucking hilarious. I'm going really good, thanks, man. I'm excited for this.
Yeah, bit different, something different. We get to interview the interviewee.
Yeah, when you called me, man, I was actually pretty pumped about that. Because I haven't had it done on my podcast before. You know, Tonksy had us on his, and I've had a couple others, but...
Well, I think that your listeners need to sort of hear your story, where you've come from, what you've done, what you haven't done, what you're going to do.
Yeah, that's exactly... Yeah, absolutely. I would want to.
I was going to do this at the end, but let's just start. What you're going to do? You got something coming out in the next couple of days?
You're talking about the book?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've got that ebook coming out on the 24th. 6 days away. 6 sleeps, I think. 24th?
Yeah, wicked.
24th. It's actually my birthday. Day of birth. The day that I was born.
And you're only turning 33, aren't you?
Only turning
43.
43, no. 36. Oh, fuck. 33 was the best year of my life, though.
Yeah? Is that when you turned sober?
Well...
Stopped doing it?
Started, yeah, that's when...
That was your turnaround,
that's sort of like was the year where things started to become more clear, and I started to walk a better path, away from the coke, well away from the coke by then. And, that was the year I met Kels, I think. I can't really remember.
Yeah, we're going to get on to Kelsey a little bit, I reckon. Let's just start, I have asked you this before, but I can't even remember the answer. And I bet there's a lot of people out there that want to know the reasoning behind this as well. But why and what 33?
So 33 is a life path number. Yep. So when I was going through, in that period, those moments where things were quite dark, I was trying to cling on to anything that could try and give me some sort of clarity, help me out with my thoughts and whatever the fuck it was that I was going through. I got put in touch with this medium that my mum knew, and, we were going through some things, and it was pretty crazy, some of the stuff that she was saying. But besides all that, at the end of it, she asked if I wanted to know my life path number. And she done these like calculations with my birth date and all that sort of stuff, and it came up with the life path number 33. And she was like, "Do you know what that means?" Blah, blah. Like she looked amazed, and she's like, "It's one of the most powerful life path numbers there is out there. It's a master life path number." And I looked it up, and it's someone who just wants to raise the frequency in the world. Someone that carries that life path number is someone that wants to raise the frequency in the world, wants to make the world a better place, turning their pain, using their pain to help other people out in the world that are going through similar types of pains, you know what I mean? And that sort of stuck to me. Now, like, these are just stories at the end of the day, life path number, numerology, all of this sort of stuff. It's just stories and that, but, that's the path that I've always been walking and Mum's always said it, I've always been a person that just wants to help, and she could always see that I was going to be this type. Yeah.
That's good little segue into leaving. You always say you like to leave the world or everywhere you've been in a better place. I noticed the other day, or a couple of weeks back now, we went for a run along the beach track, and subconsciously, as you're walking along mid-conversation, you're picking up rubbish. And like you said, leaving the world in a better place. Is that something that you've always done, or is that part of your transformation? Or
yeah, just part of my transformation, that one.
Because it wasn't a one-off thing either. like we've been mid-combo, you used to be bending down, thinking, take 3 for the sea, take 33 for soul, eh?
Yeah, that's it. I write these little contracts up within myself. You know, I have these laws that I know that I can create whatever laws I want within myself. I make the rules here, and I set this one up inside of me, one of many, that 3 bits of rubbish a day, you know, in my morning when I cross paths with them. But my conscience gets me too. There's way more than 3 bits of rubbish that I walk past, so I end up picking up fucking like 50 on the beach, and like I'm running with my pockets full.
Otto off The Simpsons. Yeah. My name is Otto.
But yeah, I don't know, man. I just I really do. I just want to leave the world a better place in every moment, you know. And like we find the world in every moment.
It's cool because like I even sort of drew from that, and I was like, fuck, I should be doing that as well. And if the more people that do it, the better places are going to be left. And
that's it. Like it's not my. I didn't put the rubbish there. It's not my rubbish at the end of the day, but it's my planet.
Yeah.
Or whatever it is that we're living on. I don't know.
And you got to look after it. Let's tell us a bit about yourself. A bit about growing up, what you were like as a kid. Probably a little shit. Fucking, what sort of role models were your parents to you? Where are you from? What's your story?
All right, kid. Growing up was, look, I don't really remember too much of my childhood, which is quite sad, and I'm not too sure if that's got to do. I'm sure it does with the, you know, drug abuse, like actually frying my fucking melon. But I was brought up in a very good household. Mum and dad were great to me. My old boy, he's very much like me, you know. He'd give the shirt off his back to absolutely anyone. Yeah,
I haven't met your old boy, but I've seen videos and heard stories, and he sounds like a legend.
You should get along great. You should probably end up hanging out. Yeah.
Fuck Corey, I'm going to see his
dad. He's down at Palmy Hotel with the old boys every Thursday, Friday, just to have a couple and have it, you know, talk, shoot the shit and that with the old boys. So the home environment was really good, man. Like, grew up I was born in Brisbane, grew up around the Carina area.
Yeah.
And, where did I go to school? I went to Mayfield Primary School for a bit, and then we moved to Gumdale. This is primary school. Where was I playing footy then? I think I was playing footy at Carina when we were living in Carina. I think I played rugby league up until under 12s or something like that. We got one grand final in under 11s, which was unreal. I ended up going to Iona High School, Iona College High School.
Yep.
That was an all-boys school. That was fucking interesting. Yeah, that was wild. But yeah, man, growing up, I don't really know. Like I said, I can't really remember too much. But growing up was really good. Like, you know, mum and dad used to let us roam around I had a best mate, Mitch. My mum and dad used to let us, you know, have sleepovers. Like, just fresh out of kindergarten, year 1, we used to take our pushies around the streets. We used to take a little old school video camera, put a little tape fucking thing in it, and film each other skateboarding, doing like these little jumps. And
so different to these. I was the exact same, but so different to these days.
That was like, I'm just trying to remember as I go. Like, we just used to roam around Carina. Like, there was this big concrete swale drain. Like, we lived in the bottom of this street, and it used to flood like fuck there every time it rained. But this big concrete drain, there used to be like eels in there, and I used to get a little hand line and fucking drive my pushy down there and flick a little hand line in there and catch eels and shit, and like these little brim in this little creek and that.
Bro, we used to so we had like big deep drains, and we used to get a towel, two of us on the side of it, and drag the towel through the drain after heavy rain, and we'd catch like little yabbies and shit and keep them as pets. That was living, that was the best times.
Yeah, we used to catch these little frilly lizards, and I used to keep them at home too.
You used to eat them, midnight snack and shit.
But man, yeah, growing up was... The home environment was good, you know, like mum and dad did their absolute best. You know, it wasn't... We didn't have much growing up. Dad worked his ring off. Mum worked her ring off. Mum worked at Carina Legs Footy Club. Dad played at the club, and he also was doing like Jim's mowing at the time.
Oh, yeah.
And then he got into sign writing and then started his own sign writing company. It was like I think he called it a branded asset management company. Best way I can describe it is, you know, mobs like Macca's, Carlton United, Foster's, big brands and organisations like that, they would go to a company like my father's, and then he would be like the project manager and then find the right companies to do the sign right management for them.
Yeah.
So his company was called Sign Manager. He sold his share in that. But he done really well with that. That's when the money sort of started coming into his life. But before that, there wasn't too much. You know, we like things were pretty tight when we were.
Yeah.
That's what I can remember. Things were definitely really tight, and it was hard at times for my mum and dad, and I can see that. And I recognise that a lot now too, living here with Kelsey and the boys.
You do realise that, like I grew up in with a single mum. She had the house for us, paid for everything for us, and it wasn't even till like maybe 4 or 5 years ago, and she got all excited and she said to me, that's the first... She worked a heap of public holidays and stuff. She was a manager of a bottle shop, and she said, that's the first time I've ever earned over $1,000 in a week. And I was like, fuck, like it just dawned on me, like you worked so hard to give us everything you could, like and like I think that was a lot of families back in the day. Like times have changed now. Well, don't get me wrong, we all still work hard and stuff, but it's a lot different now to what it used to be, eh? And you have so much more respect for your parents, eh? The older you get.
That's right, and like I think we got to remember, like they didn't have social media, and like as toxic as it can be life-saving as well. You know what I mean? 100%. Getting a message to someone at the right time, and just that information of like trying to reprogram your mind into a better program. Yeah. You know, like there wasn't that for them, so there wasn't like a collective rush of information like there is now to help a mass of people. Yeah. But it can also destroy a mass of people too.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. What about your teenage years? Fucking stumbling.
Yeah, well, you teenage years. I wouldn't have a go at that head on that fucking neck of yours, mate. Fuck. Have a look at it, guys. Have a good old look at this shit.
Your teenage years. Like, what? When did you start partying? What did you get into? How did the down spiral happen? I think a lot of people know from previous podcasts that you're a bit of a naughty boy, and you put your family, friends, and close ones through some shit. How did it all kick off? Do you remember the first time doing anything, or tell us about that.
Oh man, I think I was like 14 or 15. Yeah. Teenage years was definitely hairy. Like I was starting to make my own choices proper. Like I'm going this way. Yeah. I'm going that way.
Parents try and tell you no, but you say fuck. I'm doing what I want.
Yeah. So I think that's where I was leading to the rebelling. Yeah. Going that way. Not learning from there. Already lived through mistakes. That's why they're trying to teach me, because of their already lived through mistakes probably. But they hadn't. I think they'd experienced what drugs done to friends of theirs. My parents had never been drug users. Okay. They may have had a chuff. back
Yeah,
in the day.
yeah.
I don't know. You know, I don't know if you guys are fucking telling me the truth or not. Nah.
Reach out in the comments, Mama and Dad, vote. Tell us all your secrets.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, I think it was about 14, 15, like started to, I was given a bit of gack, a bit of speed.
Yeah.
You know, I was already drinking then. I think 13, 14 drinking as well. I got these guys, Powley and that. It was actually, Dad knows Powley, Damien Powell. He didn't know him at the time, but I'd hit them up to get us rumbos from Fingal Trading Post. And we got some, and they ended up inviting us to this fire they were having down on the beach one night.
You created this demo. You watching?
Yeah, it's your fault, mate. Nah, but we went to this fire, and these older fellas, they were like same age as me dad, maybe a little bit younger. They just had a guitar down there. I had some Bundy rums, and that wasn't bad. That was okay, you know.
That's your standard, like.
That's your standard, you know. But obviously it can be bad if you abuse it too much. But about 14, got into this gag. That was amazing. Like, I felt like this feeling of joy and happiness and euphoria, and just a feeling that I haven't felt before. It was more of an up that I had ever felt before, you know, going into this world of drugs.
Being so young as well, you'd never really experienced anything like that. You just first time be like, what the fuck's this?
And I didn't understand about life's highs and lows. I didn't understand that life is always just going to be like a roller coaster. It is going to be up and down. So that feeling of up, like that up that I'd never felt before, I guess it was like, wow, I can feel like this if I just have this.
Yeah.
Didn't realise the gateway or the consequence, you know, the outcome from using, you know, especially further down the track. And then I just started to go down this party path, I guess.
Yep. It
wasn't too regular, but it was definitely like every weekend, go out, have an all-nighter, you know, sick in the morning. You're like, oh, fuck.
Going through the next day, battling some demons at Arvo.
Yeah, well, the demons weren't there then yet. You know, I could handle a come down. I don't even think I knew what a come down was. It was a creeper.
Yeah.
Come down's a creeper, like. Yeah, so I started to go into that world, and I don't really know how I ended up anywhere there.
Getting as bad as you
Getting
were.
as bad as I did, yeah. It sort of just all snowballed. But, you know, every time there was things coming out of me every now and then when I was using the alcohol or the drugs, like I was getting myself into mischief. Like something was wanting to come out when I was doing these things, like something within me, you know, that I hadn't dealt with.
Yeah.
Obviously, like that was a part of the thing as well, that numbing process, that escaping, deep down.
Any like saying that's some sort of trauma that you experienced at a younger age, or what do you think that's come from?
I don't know, man. Like, you know, I haven't been able to really, like, you know, there's things that have happened on my journey that have been
just nothing
not
you can
nice.
Pinpoint.
Nothing I can pinpoint.
Yeah.
You know, I've looked into reincarnation and all that sort of stuff, and I have, you know, researched that, you know, that we have all these sheaths, and, you know, like our personality and like these things that we have within us can get like pulled into like a pocket when we die of into our awareness, and then it gets taken over to the next life. And, you know, like these are all just stories at the end of the day, but I have noticed with, you know, the young fella Henley, like he's got such anger in him.
Yeah.
So much anger, and he doesn't experience that here.
I just heard Kel saying that they're going to bounce and he's going to sit on the sidelines for the day because
this is
being a bad boy.
He called her a fucking fat toad the other day.
She told me.
So like, yeah, man.
Oh, fuck.
Far out. He's fucking 6 years old. Fat toad. But
wait till he's 16.
oh man,
Hopefully you get on top of it before.
Oh mate, I will be. Like they're not my biological boys, and like I don't. Yeah, fuck. It's hard parenting because like they can't be talking like that about their mother. That's something that's a non. It's not permitted.
That I do want to jump into the parenting thing for sure with you. A couple of things on that, but if you were just going back to the like you're spiraling out. At what point did you realise and think, "Fuck, I've gone too far"? Like, what did it take? Did it take you trying to take your own life? Did you realise earlier that you'd gone too far and you thought that there's no point of return? Talk us through those moments.
Yeah, I think it was once I started that construction company. Like I thought that I knew that things were bad before that, but I guess I thought I knew I could get it under control.
Yeah.
If I wanted to, but when the business started going down, and
so you, just to interrupt you were on the ship. You created this big construction company. It was flying. You were going well with it, but still on the shit whilst doing all this stuff.
Yeah. So what I realised cocaine did for me, that was my biggest vice. Yeah. It was giving me confidence. But it was giving me synthetic confidence, fake confidence, that is going to run dry. It's going to eat itself eventually. And I built this construction company. Like I just had that much confidence. I didn't think I could fail. I was just like, I'm doing it regardless of what any motherfucker thinks. And
for myself and others out there who've never tried it, what does cocaine feel like?
Cocaine. Oh man, I don't fucking even know. It's not even that fucking good, to be honest with you, man. Yeah. I don't know. It's
bit of a burst of energy, really.
Bit of a burst of energy. It makes you feel, if you get the good shit, it makes you feel invincible. Like it made me feel like I was I'll be honest with you, it made me feel like I was a fucking playboy. I was this, I was that, I was some fucking kingpin. Like it does, if you have a look at a lot of the people that do cocaine and the ego that they rock around with, they think they're fucking Pablo Escobar. They all think they're Pablo Escobar.
There's so many of them in the Goldie, they got the chains and they're just walking around.
And like I can't judge that because like I know, like I judge myself on how I judge others these days, but it is. There's
a stereotype.
It's a stereotype, and like if you're a follower, like I was a follower. I was following other people's footsteps. I was following the so-called cool crew. Everyone's doing it, and when I realised that I was literally just a part of the sheeple.
And the funny thing, the thing that I've always noticed, like there's a stigma around it where, like, if you've had a night out or whatever and you're talking to your mates the next day and it's almost like a bragging thing, like, oh yeah, we got on the bag and then did this. Do you know what I mean? Like it's weird to brag about something like that.
Yeah, and like the bragging goes fucking next level far, like to brag about like other things like women and the things that you do with women and try and do and how you talk. It's just, I know the what I was doing, like I always had held this good character while I was on it, and my old man will always support me on that, and people will always support me on that. But there was definitely moments where I did some things that I am very ashamed of, like just environments that, and it's not all from my choice. There's obviously my choice and other people's choices involved there, but getting myself into experiences and scenarios that, I'm not proud of at all.
Yeah, for sure. So going back to it, boosted your ego. Your business was running great, and then it all comes spiraling down.
Yeah, took on the... I'll just say it. Oh, fuck, I don't even know if I can say it. I might get in trouble if I say it. I took on this big job in Brisbane.
Yeah.
It's a rail job. It's a big, big rail job, and I think people can pick up. It's the biggest rail job there. The mob that are doing that job...
currently doing it now? Still
currently doing it now, yeah. They just penny pinched off me. They just did the wrong thing to me, man.
Yeah.
Like they made these promises, and like there was these contracts drawn up, really extensive contracts drawn up, and you know, just the way that it's worded and the things that are involved in it. Like if you come across a person that's going to dog you, like they can dog you.
Oh fuck yeah, I've been there.
Yeah, you've got your own metal, you know, roofing business. You would come across heaps of people, yeah?
Yeah, mate, I've been ripped well and truly a couple of times, to be fair.
So, yeah, man, like that's just this one job, and I'm not just saying... Look, it all happened for a reason. Like, they did the wrong thing. To me, definitely. I was doing the wrong thing to myself. I was probably getting lessons from... heaps different directions from the universe trying to get me to fucking pull up on this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that spiral, you know, that it made me... The more money that I was making with that company, the more drugs I ended up taking. And then once I realised that the business was starting to become insolvent, and then I was gonna have to look at liquidating it, I fucking spiraled.
Yeah, it just went hard.
Yeah, I tried to hold meetings with these guys. I told them that I've tried to kill myself 3 times. The 2 times prior to that was in that window when the business was going bad. Like I was just fucking snorting that much coke, drinking heaps of piss. I was fucking taking bulk Xannies, Valiums, Targens, because I was going through shoulder surgeries at the same time. Like I just had access to all this shit, and I was just fucking annihilating myself on it because of the thoughts and the noise that was getting me with the company, and obviously the relationship that I was in was fucked up too.
It's insane how common that whole story is within the construction industry, eh? Like the not getting paid or not getting enough money or fucking withheld money, and dads can't provide for their families, or not even dads, but like partners can't provide for their families, and it takes them all the way to their wits' end, and they've had enough, and then they try and top themselves. Like it's just way too common in that in the construction industry just itself. You know what I mean? It
is, man. It's fucking sad. Like you know, and I've got a recording on my phone. If anyone listens to this that's a lawyer or whatever, I've still got this. I went to the CFMEU. They did fuck all for me. You know, I've got a recording in my phone of me telling these guys that I've tried to kill myself.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to go to them for help from what they're doing to me, you know, to the company. Like, I had 20 guys working for me, 20 lives, 20 families, my own life, my own family, and like they were just pulling it from all of us, you know. And I was the one that sort of put it all together for everyone. So I'm like, I'm fully responsible for all of these lives.
Yeah.
And yeah, just fuck. They just didn't give a fuck, to be honest with you, bro. They didn't care.
As long as the work's getting done, eh? That's all they care about.
That's it. But yeah.
So take us to your darkest moment. Like, tell us a bit about that. What did you go through? Did you have family around you at that time? What was the experience like?
I feel like my darkest moment was like, it was like a 3-month sort of thing.
Still working at this time with that same job? Or this after it's happened?
This has spiraled out. So my old man had to become power of attorney for me.
Yep.
Yeah. This is like trying to explain all of this. It becomes like it's not an emotional thing for me anymore. It could be, depends on what gets hit in me, but it's very scattered, as you can imagine. Like my fucking, you know, the shit that I was consuming and that, like it's very messy. So the story can come out a bit scattered, but like that's all good. But the darkest moment was probably like that 3-month window. Like the dad was power of attorney. He was handling all of these mobs to liquidate the business. I was still melting. I think I'd like tried to check out maybe once or twice. I may have spent a little bit of time in some mental health thing. Later on, I actually spent a fair bit more time in a mental health ward because I started to hook into the ice.
Yeah.
After the company started spiraling, like there was this transition from coke started to fade away, and then ice started to come in.
So you're just going from bad to worse, really.
Yeah, I ended up starting work with this concrete mob. Worst idea. worst mob to start work with. Like not just that mob, a majority concrete. A majority. Like, and I'm not. This isn't all.
Shout out to the concreters.
Shout out to you fucking concreters. But it's a common thing. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of piss. There's a lot of drugs. It's a hard job. It's like work hard, play hard type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Started hooking into the ice, and I think I finished work one day. I was still on the coke. I finished work one day, and this chick called us like, "Oh, come see us after you finish work." I knew that she hooked into the ice. I knew that she was on it too. Yeah. She would have been on it. Like, fuck it, I'm just going to go see them and see what they're doing, blah, blah, blah. Sort of probably had this thought in my head, maybe. Like,
single at the time as well? Like, you just young, wild, free?
No, I was sort of like in and out of this relationship. Yeah. It was quite...
So you'd call it single though? Like, you're fucking...
Yeah, I was
you're doing what you wanted still.
I was doing what I wanted. I shouldn't have been doing what I wanted.
Yeah.
Like, I had said I had committed to someone, and I was going around just trying to fuck anything that I could, to be honest with you, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Treating women like shit.
Girls, boys, everything.
Yeah, girls, yeah. Like, if I come across someone like you and like you were down, I'd slip it right in those two butt cheeks.
Oh, fuck. You know well. So I actually saw a little video of your dad talking about when you had him on the podcast, and he spoke about him trying to look after you, going through all your shit, but then also his old boy in hospital dying at the same time. Fucking, that must have been so, like, I teared up watching that, Like, that must have been so hard for your mum and your dad, but also when you sit back now and reflect on that, do you, like, what comes to mind for you? Like, obviously you'd think, fuck, what was I doing to my parents?
Yeah, so that's definitely those and many moments of dad looking after his dad while trying to look after me, and trying to just
provide for a family at the same time.
Trying to provide for a family.
Like he had a fucking plate this big and it was overflowing.
Yeah. Like, no wonder he fucking had a heart attack a couple of weeks ago. That's what fucking got me upset too, because like I hold myself responsible.
Yeah, you take the blame.
Yeah, definitely. But I also understand that he's where he is from his choices. I am where I am from my choices. Like, I spent time going through and for making peace with all of these things that I have been ashamed of and regret. I wish I could have done better. I've gone through those, made peace with them, and I've let them go. But reflecting, looking at it, now, like it makes me, fuck, like, yeah, I really regret not being right and being there for dad while he was looking after his dad, because I don't know how he did it. I just don't know how he did it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even know what to say.
People get in those scenarios and you say you don't know how you did it, and the person in the scenario at the time, they they probably don't know how they did it either, but they managed it and they got through, come out on the other side.
Yeah, it was definitely like even with grandma and that. I remember when I was like, and this is before the bad stuff. This is like just running around like a fuckwit, not giving a fuck about family, to be honest with you. Just giving a fuck about the party, giving a fuck about mates, giving a fuck about the drugs, and just giving a fuck about me, making myself feel good in whatever way that I could. But I remember my grandmother one day, I was at Stocklands and I was going to get 300 out of the ATM to go get a bag. And grandma come up to me, tap me on the shoulder, and she's just like...
So she knew what you're doing?
She wouldn't have known what I was doing, but I wouldn't have looked too great. And I know I probably would have been on one of my 3-day benders or something like that. And she just had like tears in her eyes, and she's just like, Corey, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, and like crying at me, and I'm just like, I'm all good, grandma. Like, I'm cool. I'm sweet.
I can
like,
imagine you saying that. I'm sweet.
Yeah, I'm good. Like, and that one there hurts me the most.
Now, when you look back at it.
Yeah, because.
And she's not around anymore.
No.
Yeah. She's
not around anymore, and her going through, she had some type of blood cancer.
Yeah. That
just took her real quick after Granddad died. It's like once he died, like he lived upstairs, she lived downstairs. They never fucking spoke. But as soon as he died,
but they were soulmates.
Yeah.
And she died of a broken heart, really.
Something like that. I don't know. Just maybe like stress and just a lot of. Yeah.
I think I seen a little video on Facebook, and it was your family all standing around. You were singing a song or something. Was that at your grandma's wake or something? And that
was actually my sister's wedding, but that song's for my grandmother.
Was for your grandma. Yeah. That was beautiful. That was real nice. But yeah, you look like you were struggling quite a bit. You were close with your grandma.
Oh fuck, man! She was the best woman. She never. I remember her getting angry at me once.
Yeah.
One time, and like. She got angry at me because I asked for Vegemite toast.
How dare.
And then when it come out to me, I wasn't hungry. Yeah. But I think this was like maybe the 6th time that I did it.
Yeah, okay. That's fair call, Grandma.
I used to fucking pluck the 3 or 4 or 5 little out of her chin. Hairs out of her chin. We used to like do 5-minute back tickles. Each.
Mate, 32 years old. My nan's 94, and she still gives me back tickles. Legit, eh? Like, I'll hit her up. I'm like, fuck, nan, come on. Me missus won't give me one, so me 94-year-old nan will.
Oh. Like, they're angels, aren't they?
Yeah, she's the best, eh? Like, she's almost like a little celebrity, eh? Like, so many people know about her and how good she's doing for her age, and she's just a bloody legend.
Yeah. That's good. She's still going strong.
Yeah. She lives up Paradise Point, lives by herself.
I think I've met her before, haven't I?
Yeah, you would have had a...
She got black hair?
Yeah.
She still dyes at black hair?
Yeah. You'd never guess, eh? Like, you'd think that her and me mum were sisters.
Oh, I've got to sneeze. Is it going to come?
Look at the light. There you go.
Oh, there we go. Sorry, guys. Dad sneezed.
That's all good. All right. What about... you got 1 or 2 of them. Tell us about your first tattoo.
First tattoo was this one here. It's Casper. That one there. Casper the ghost.
Down here?
Yeah. With the oak tree or above it, with some leaves falling down, and the Jackie.
And is there a meaning behind it?
So Jackie's my auntie, my mum's sister. You probably would have heard about her on
your mum's podcast.
Podcast. Her nickname was Fats, and she had Casper tattooed on her as well. So I got it. She ended up passing away when I was about 5 years old, I think. She killed herself.
Okay.
Took her own life. So the cops said.
Yeah,
so other people said. Bit of a story there.
Yeah.
Don't know, man. One of those things, wasn't there to observe, experience, or witness it in the present moment. So fuck knows.
Yeah.
Don't know. Wish the cops would have looked into it a bit more for mum and dad, but Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's
Didn't happen. Didn't work out.
shit go, eh?
Mm.
And then so that started life. You probably obviously got that pretty young.
I think I was 17.
Yeah.
17 when I got that one, first one, and then yeah, I guess I started going down this sort of tough guy, bikey.
Yeah, my name's Corey. I'm a bikey. I've got
Like
gold
I'm
teeth.
sick bikey, yeah, sick as.
I'm gonna get
Actually, the teeth wasn't even really a part of that scene.
What are they? Like, what is... Are they just caps? Are they fucking real gold? Are they? What are they?
They're, well, not real gold. Like, they're real gold, but I don't even know what carat they are.
Yeah,
like, it's a certain carat they got to be, so they don't fucking melt in your mouth.
And so have they ripped your teeth out and stuck them in, or fucking what's...
No, so I have all of my original teeth underneath these. They're all just ground down, so I wouldn't want these to fall out. I'll fucking look like a crackhead.
Yeah.
And I haven't got these teeth because of smoking the ice or drugs or anything like that. My teeth remained pretty good. It's just had braces when I was younger.
Yeah.
And then after the braces, you have to wear a plate, but my plate was a put-in, take-out one.
Yeah.
I lost it in the surf one day, and I was like, fuck it, that'll be right.
Yeah.
Then my wisdom teeth came through and crowded them all again. I'm like, fuck's sakes, I'm not going to get braces again. I'm not fucking spending 4 years in braces again. So I'm like, fuck, I'll get veneers.
Yeah, okay.
I was selling a fair bit of coke at the time. Fuck it. Come and get me, cunts. Come and get me. There's like, what are you going to do?
It's all been flushed down the toilet.
Yeah. I was selling a heap of coke, and like I just thought, it's just what comes with it. You just sort of spending money on coke, making money from coke. You're taking the coke. You're just sort of like,
cash
it's
there.
just
What am I
fucking
gonna do
all
with
coming
it?
around.
Gold
It's like,
teeth. Let's go.
yeah, let's go. Like, yeah, it's just all sort of floating around. You're never really making bulk money. You're just spending it on shit at the end of the day.
So the tattoos, the gold teeth, you were trying to go for a look.
Yeah.
Back at the start.
Yeah. Like it is like at the end of the day, like anything to do with doing anything to the body, like, is it for yourself or is it for others? Like you got to truly ask yourself that. Is it for some type of external validation or what?
Yeah.
And it was. Like I can be the first to admit that it was.
And I guess with your addictive personality as well, you start getting a couple more tats. You're like, yeah, this is fucking sick.
Yeah.
Get a couple more.
Yeah. And I'm not a big boy.
I was going to say, you've never been the biggest bloke, so you sort of, if you're not going to look tough fucking big-wise, you got to look tough with the tattoos.
Like they actually, like if I could click my fingers and be clean skin right now, I would look so much skinnier.
Yeah.
I would.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I'm still skinny, but like I look a little bit bigger with the tattoos.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Have any tattoos you regret?
Nah.
Nah.
No. I actually don't regret anything in my life.
Have I shown you my one?
No, which one? This one here?
No. The one on my ass. I've never shown you that.
No.
Oh, do you want me to show you?
Yeah, show me.
I don't know if I show the camera. But I'll
Yeah, show the camera. Is it like on your ring or something?
No.
Yeah, show the camera.
I don't think... I wasn't sure if I've ever showed you.
There's a fucking dick on his ass.
And it's not drawn very well either.
No, that's horrible.
That was my first one.
Was it? What made you get that? You were full of piss, weren't you?
No, I was sober as a fucking judge. We were at school one day and one of my mates got a tattoo gun and the boy's like, oh yeah, I'll get my last name tattooed on my foot, and I jokingly said I'll get a dick tattooed on my ass, and we went back to the house that arvo and fucking the boys got their names tattooed on their feet, and then fucking next minute they're like, righto, you're up. You said you get a dick tattooed on your ass. I was like, fuck. I was only about 16, eh?
Well,
And yeah, just young, dumb, and fucking
full of cum.
after that.
After that. Oh,
fuck.
shit.
So yeah.
I'm gonna spark this up. You all right with that?
Yeah, all good.
Yeah,
You're affecting me asthma.
better than a fucking vape, isn't it? Are you still on the vapes?
I wouldn't know. Yeah, got one in my pocket here.
They're
somewhere.
it's
up on the table.
They're the hard. Are you still off the piss? You don't drink much, do you?
No,
anymore?
I've had one night on the piss since Boxing Day, eh? But I just haven't felt like it, to be fair. Eh? I'm not off the piss. I just haven't been just drinking. I haven't felt like it. It's overrated. Like, the night I did, fucking the next morning, like I was pretty blind. Didn't remember a whole lot of the second half of the night, but the next morning I just fucking. I wasn't hungover or anything. I just wasn't happy. Like I got up 6 o'clock, went to the gym and shit, and I was just driving home and like usually I'm fucking bouncing around. And I was just like, I'm not happy, like not motivated to do shit. And I was just like, yeah. Honestly, I know it's a cliche quote, but yeah, honestly, just borrowing happiness. Like I had a fucking ball that night, but you're just borrowing happiness from the next day. Like
you are, aren't you?
I'd rather just get up and be active and do shit. I'm always fucking doing shit, and if I have a drink and stuff, I just want to be laying in the lounge, and I'm not happy when I'm just laying down and doing fuck all. I've got so much shit going on in my life at the moment, so I want to be doing shit. So yeah, going drinking, and I can't just have 2 beers fucking casually.
No, neither, man. Like I am a junkie. Like I am. And I say that in a way where like
you've got an addictive personality. Like you gravitate to something and then you just want to go all in on it. Like yeah, I don't know if the people know, but Corey's doing a marathon in July and he's fucking taking that in his stride, all guns blazing. You've been fucking running quite a bit lately, haven't you?
Yeah, I have.
Good thing to get addicted to, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. Like it's oh shit! It's not the running per se. It's
Up here when you are running.
Yeah. It's that, and I know that like I'm all about the life force, building a relationship with my body, building a relationship with others, and building a relationship with myself. If you're ever lost in life, fall back on your life force. You should always be using it anyway. If you ever lost, things will start falling into place if you just work on that. Go back to the basics, like start building a relationship with your body. Just go out and move it. All starts with a thought. You change your thoughts, you change your reality, really. I know that I'm building a relationship with my body when I'm running, but I'm also building a relationship with myself when I'm running.
Yeah.
I'm doing it all. Like I'm haven't been listening to music for the last
fuck, that's hard. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I've been liking it though. This morning.
You just hear yourself. That's fair.
So this morning, just so you guys know, like what I do every morning. How's all this smoke? It's fucking gone off its nut. I sat out here this morning. Usually I go down the beach, but I sat out here because we had this podcast. Meditated. I did about fucking 50 minutes this morning. So the first maybe 20 minutes was with these on, but I put them on silent.
Yeah.
And just really start doing some breaths, being conscious of my breaths.
So are they noise cancelling, obviously? Yeah.
Noise cancelling.
So you just cut out the outside world sort of thing.
Pretty much, yeah. And then I'm sort of just, going within, observing whatever wants to sort of be seen, it'll make itself seen. Whatever wants to come up, like I'll just observe it and then just see why it is that I'm being shown that.
Yeah.
It could be something that's constantly repeating, because I understand if the mind keeps repeating itself with something, it means most of the time it can mean that the heart needs to heal from something.
Yeah.
I
know we were worried about time with this, but fucking don't stress about it. We can go as long as we want. We can cut it up into 2 pieces, 3 pieces.
Oh no, like whatever. I think that camera goes to about an hour and a half. But it can run past on here. It doesn't fucking matter.
I've still got heaps of pick in your brain.
Yeah, good.
Going back to the tattoo. So actually, let's talk about Kels first. Your beautiful partner. I was going to say wife then, but maybe down the track. How did you guys meet? Because those who know Corey and Kelsey, they're slightly different. Actually, no, they're not. They're fucking absolutely chalk and cheese. But sometimes chalk and cheese just works. So tell us a bit about meeting Kelsey. Did she help you get on the straight and narrow? What's it been like? Obviously, going from previous girls that you've dated to somebody so different to you, but you guys work so well.
Definitely different. It's the first relationship that hasn't been toxic.
Yeah.
It's actually blissful, like there's hard times. But fuck, these hard times are
Nothing compared to
nothing compared to
yeah.
fucking the hard times.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be straight up with you. Like, I've had a relationship that it got to a point where the woman's throwing them at me and I'm fucking handling her,
Yeah.
like, in a bad way as well. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It, like, got to that point. Like, that's fucking putrid shit.
Yeah.
On both parts. I don't care about the guy hitting the girl thing, but it's like two people in a relationship should never get that toxic where it has to be, like, physical.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's wild. That's next level shit. So yeah, it's the first relationship that hasn't been toxic. It's you know, the drugs were removed. I've said this before. Once I started to walk a better path and started to make better choices, things started to fall into place for me. The universe started to throw me things, put things in my path, give me opportunities, you know, a better way of life. Once I started to become more aware of what the fuck I was doing.
And how much easier does that make life for yourself being with someone that cooks food instead of meth?
Yeah.
like that.
So good. Like, eating's good.
Yeah.
Eating, like, I realised you need to eat to survive. I was actually quite big when I was on it, but I was drinking like a lot of
Yeah.
a lot of alcohol, a lot of sugary drinks, and then when I needed to eat, I ate.
But I mean, yeah, like your life must just run so much smoother now with somebody like that compared to what it used to with ex-partners and stuff like that. Shout out to Kelsey. She actually messaged me last night saying, don't forget to say how awesome I am on this podcast. Well, I already was going to.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. As if you even need to fucking say anything.
She's a godsend, old Kels.
Yeah, she is.
Superwoman, super mum.
And like she did play a part. Like, she didn't come and save me. It wasn't like this, you know, like this.
You were sort of on your way back then, but not fully there?
Not fully there, no.
Yeah.
Like, if I didn't come across Kels, like, I probably... I know that I wasn't like I am now.
Yeah.
The mindset that I have now, the contracts that I have within me now. You know, those contracts that I was talking to you about?
You're there. You just need a little bit of extra pulling in.
So, like, yeah, I'm trying to... And it's really hard, like, lately. I'm trying to create more freedom for us, so I can do more better work for the boys.
Yeah.
And for just for everyone in general.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's been a tough one. I just thought I'd quickly share that one. But yeah, what did you want to know? How did Kels and I, Nate? Did I say how we met? Did I say how we met?
Say how you met.
Tinder.
The old Tinder, better than Grindr.
Yeah, I was on my way back from Emerald, so that was after when I tried to check out the last time, like when I did the job.
Yeah.
I went out to Emerald after I spent time in a mental health ward, or around that time. I ended up going, fuck this joint, fuck the Gold Coast, went out to Emerald. I didn't actually have any plan of going out to Emerald. I didn't know where I was going. I was actually going to kill myself.
Yeah.
Again. Mum and Dad, they were in tears. I'm like, I just got to get the fuck out of here. I didn't know. I'm like, I think I'm going to kill myself. I don't know. I just got to get out of here. I'm hurting too many people. I'm hurting myself. Mum and Dad I can't keep doing it to everyone. So I jumped in my car, fucked off. I took this tube and stuff that I was going to connect to the muffler and just do it fucking somewhere. But I ended up coming across moments and people from that point anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, ended up in Emerald for a year, done a lot of work out there. Still wasn't right, still going through that, but I was going out. I found a job. I was going out into nature on the weekends and getting doses of that by myself, and something started to change in me there. And being out there, not knowing anyone, by myself, staying in a donga in a caravan park for the year. You know, in that joint, it's a rough joint, Emerald too.
Yeah.
Spent that year out there, and on my way back, ended up getting the Tinder and ended up coming across Kels. And it was funny too because when we connected on the Tinder and started talking, like her talk was like my talk, she got my talk, and I liked the way that she spoke. It wasn't just like come over and watch Netflix and come chill with me. Like
come have a drink.
Like it's always
drink a feed and then come back and watch some Netflix.
It is always on your mind. Like it is definitely. I'm not gonna lie. Like as good as the talk was, I was still like I still want to fuck you.
You guys met and so started kicking things off. What's it like for a girl like Kel's, very straight, never experienced any drug use or anything in her life, and no tattoos that I know of, maybe some hidden ones, but what's it like for a girl like her to take home to her family bloke like yourself who's got tattoos all over his face, up his neck, over his head that's visible? How does that play out?
I don't know. I was never allowed to go see him, mate.
Okay.
I never got the opportunity to go. I have now.
To meet the family?
Yeah. I love Kelsey's family regardless.
Yeah.
No matter what. I love everyone no matter what.
Yeah.
Except for rapists and shit.
Yeah.
You know, there is some people, but like I love everyone regardless. I get it, but no, it's been real hard for Kels.
Oh, I could imagine.
Yeah, it's been real hard for her.
So you obviously don't have anything to do with a lot of some of her family, I guess. And
well, not too much. No, I have met like her aunties and stuff down in Coffs Harbour. Like at the start, look, everyone just had this. Everyone had a view of me.
Yeah.
You know, and there was stuff going on with Kels as well too.
Oh, I'm not going to lie. Like the first day, you shouldn't judge a book by the cover, but you guys rocked up at their house, and I was like, what the fuck's going on with this guy?
Oh, with Halo?
I was like, yeah. He's got slut tattooed across his knee.
Disney sluts.
But I mean, we we're calling him like Tattoo Head or the Tattoo Guy. But I mean, we've got to know each other a lot since then. Like we didn't judge, but we're just curious about your story and your past and what your story is. But I mean, yeah, like never judge a book by its cover. But yeah, going back to that, so you met a couple of them, but you're still not close, or you're not on talking terms as
no, that's right.
And yeah, that must be fucking super hard for Kels, because you sort of, not that she has to, but at some point it's almost like pick your family or your partner, and that would make it bloody hard. But her family probably don't see the way you are with her kids and how...
There's a lot that goes on that people don't see, you know, with me.
Yeah.
And Kels and everyone, you know, same goes for you. Like, people don't see, people don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
With anyone, like, and like we're not gonna get along with everyone, even family and stuff like that. Then that's okay. Like if they don't like my energy and their energy doesn't match my energy, then that's fine. That's just life.
And a lot of it just stems purely from the physical judgment.
Yeah, it would stem from the physical judgment, I reckon, and also my history, because my history is, some of it's publicly available.
Yeah.
Like I know Kels's ex-partner used to fly the copper chopper, and I'm sure like any dad would, you'd do your homework. So, you know, you've got that there, and I know he talks to Kels's mum and all that sort of stuff. So
yeah.
I'm pretty certain that everyone would have known my past, and like you can look me up on Google. I tried to get a blue card to work with kids, and when I got pinched when I was 19 for selling ecstasy at Shooter's nightclub in Surfers here, they got me for selling to kids underage. I don't know how, because it was in a fucking nightclub.
Yeah.
And no one should be in that nightclub. Yeah. Apparently I sold to kids that were 17 in there.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm pretty sure they knew. So there would be my past thinking, you know, a lot of people think people can't change.
Yeah.
A lot of people think that, and I used to think that because I used to think that too. So I think my past would have played the he's just a typical Gold Coast fuckwit, bikey fuckboy, whatever. I don't know.
It's sad, eh?
It is, man. Like, it has been really, really hard for Kel. So like I said, no one sees us, behind these closed doors, the things that we talk about, about the things that are going on in our life, to just share and, let out that energy. And she's fucking had moments, heaps of down moments.
And you'd have guilt yourself. Turn that shit off, mate.
Yeah, sorry about that.
You'd have guilt yourself around the whole situation, like it's I know it's not your fault, but you have feeling inside with you, like it's like my fault that Kels and her family aren't close. And
no, you know what? No.
No? Okay.
Not a chance.
Oh, that's good.
No, I don't. About me regretting it?
Yeah.
No, not a chance.
Well,
I've forgiven myself. I've forgiven myself hard. I don't look in that rearview mirror anymore.
Yeah.
And if people don't want to believe me when I say that, then that's on them.
Yeah.
I'm a different person right now to the person you met at the start of this podcast. We're always changing. We just don't notice it. When we have those moments, like I had, like that really down, try and kill myself, like on the drugs, in the mental health wards, and then you have those type of moments, and then you have like me now, you really notice that transformation, that change, because one moment, like someone's at that really, really low point, and then they start to, work on themselves, and it can become the change can happen pretty quick, and you notice that change.
Yeah. Oh, I've been on a massive one, and still going over probably about a 5-year period. Like fucking Shell and I have broken up 3 times. We've had 6-month stints off and on, and a lot to do with like my drinking back in the day when I was just fucking uncontrollable. Nothing is to the extent of your stuff, but definitely just fucking, I used to go blackout, incoherent, just fucking, and like, but yeah, I've been on a slow journey over 5-6 years since we met, and still changing as well. Yeah, like it's fucking. And like my family even sees the difference in me. They're like, "Fuck, you're such a different man to what you used to be." Like, and so much better for it.
Absolutely, man. And like you'd be able to help people out there in that world too.
Oh, I went 18 months sober without a drink, and I still get guys from school hit me up. They'll send me a message, mate, how did you do it? What did you do? And fucking, I actually enjoy people that reach out and like ask me, and I enjoy helping them, because, and then if they're going on a bit of a journey themselves, then I'll just give them a message after every 2 weeks and just have a bit of a check-in, like, how have you gone over the last 2 weeks? Like, what have you done shit? What have you done good? What can you do better?
I've been off it for a month now.
Oh, you're still off the piss?
Yeah.
Fucking oath. That's big for you.
Still have a smoke, like a joint. Yeah. Hopefully no one from work watches this fucking podcast. I might be looking for a new jobski. I drink good pure water. I get a good dose of the sun. Like I had a joint before I ran this morning. I've meditated. I've done my gratitude. Like I'm fucking.
You tell me that's your pre-workout.
This is my pre-workout.
And your post-workout.
Post-workout, like it's just like a food. It's just I'm not ripping a bong here.
Yeah.
And it comes out of the earth, like, and everyone's different. Like I don't promote weed. I don't want anyone to go out and start getting on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gotta. It's like someone that eats nuts. So like those nuts can kill that person and be no good for that person. But those same nuts I could eat and be okay with it.
Yeah, for sure.
You got to trial and error life yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Kels also comes not just by herself, but with 3 absolute little legends.
Yep. 3 boys, 11, 9, 6. Tell
us a bit about that. How I mean, Shell, my partner, and I, whenever we're out or just having dinner together with you guys and see the way that you both parent together, and then we actually come home and talk about, like, they're fucking such a good pair. Like, they do it well together. Corey does so good being the stepfather. We just sort of admire the way you guys parent, and I think it's something pretty special because being a step parent wouldn't be easy, sorry, but yeah, like, touch base with us on that. Like, tell us a bit about the good times and the hard times as well. Like, obviously you're like, you take the boys to footy training, you fucking always doing shit with them, active out in the yard, you give them chores, you make them, but yeah, we always commend the way that you step parent and the way that you guys both parent together. I think it's something pretty special you guys have going on.
That's so nice, man. Thank you. That was really nice.
Honestly, we're like, and also going back to your look, like, you wouldn't really expect that, but like the way, I think we were out at, we were down at Tally Golf Club the other week, and can you say names on here or just say like their names?
Kels tries to not.
No, so the middle one, just out of nowhere, just come over and just fucking stomped on the oldest one's toe for no reason. And then I think Kel sort of like, get outside, like, made him go sit in the naughty corner or whatever, and he knew that he was in trouble straight away and knew that Mum was not happy, and went to the naughty corner, and then you got up and didn't make a big deal of it, because I think the eldest was a little bit embarrassed about it because we were there as well, and you just got up and kind of stood behind him, gave him a hug from behind, and just whispered sweet nothing in his ear, and just made him feel like he was all right and it wasn't embarrassing, everything's going to be good. And like, just little moments like that, I think you notice the good in people, and we analyse a lot of people's parentings and we're admired by you guys.
Oh, fuck, man, that is so nice it is nice to hear, because like, when you've got all this other time that you don't see, like, you can have moments where you feel like a failure.
Yeah.
And like Kels and I both do, but we understand, like, there's no, fuck, it's hard. Yeah. There's no right or wrong. Obviously there is, but you know, it's just making it up for yourself. Like, there's so many variables.
Yeah.
There's no fucking plan.
No right or wrong. Like,
no.
You just got to take it in straight. Even before they left this morning, and the little one was there, and we're having a chat, and they were saying, Kels was there, and they were saying how they're going to bounce today, and he's got to sit on the sidelines for calling his mum what we spoke about earlier. Like, and she'll obviously enforce that there. Like, he'll have to sit on the sidelines, watch his two brothers play.
Yes,
he might get 10 minutes at the end.
Fuck, I hope not. Look, I have had this conversation with Kels, and she's pretty good with it sometimes, but she slips up. She will say something to the boys, like, that's it, you're not doing this because you've done that, and then she'll let them do it. I'm like, you got to stick to your word. Yeah, 100%. You know, like, if you're gonna, as much as like it's gonna be ripping her heart out, sitting him out. I'm just imagining it now.
And he's the cutest little man as well. Like, those eyes, I'm like, oh, whatever.
He'll just if I was him, this is how I'd play it out. I'd do the silent treatment, and I'd just sit there, just like this, just like not looking, not talking, just real, as sad as I could look, but not crying.
Yeah.
Just real down, like full depression.
Is he pretty good at playing it as well?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This is what I mean. Like, these kids carry something already within them that they haven't picked up from myself or Kels.
Yeah.
That's what makes me think. It makes me what makes me wonder of where they've come from.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes.
And split families as well. Who knows? You did, like, there'd be a lot going on inside their little brains and stuff.
And that's what I mean too, man. Like, so. Things are always changing. I said this in the last episode with Kels. This is something I've been meditating on hard.
Yeah.
Things are always changing in life. Like, consciousness is always unfolding in the present moment. Me talking to you, like, things are always changing in front of you. You know what I mean? And because they're always changing, nothing can ever be the same. Nothing can ever be perfect. So that means like we literally have to make it up as we go. Like we're making this podcast up as we go. So, you know, like I understand that when it comes to working with the kids and Kels and like even just everything in life. So it's being aware of like trying to adapt to that in the present moment in the best way that you can, but also trying to put things in place for myself to be a better father.
Yeah.
Which I find it so much of a struggle with as well, like with that, because I'm trying to find more freedom to help myself, which makes me help the collective, and that's the boys as well. But to do that, I need to sacrifice time from somewhere, and so, sometimes that time has to be with them, which hurts me a lot.
Yeah, and so you think that's the hardest thing about being a stepfather? Yeah. What's the best thing about being a stepfather?
I get the best way that I can describe it is I just get a really phenomenal feeling when, you know, like being able to put things in place that I can experience, like the boys have fun and find happiness.
See big smiles on their face.
Yeah. So like, man, Hunter's last game in footy.
Yeah.
This is the shit that actually gets me a little bit emotional, eh?
Yeah.
His last game in footy, like he fucking tackled this cunt so hard, and like it made me so proud because I've been trying to like get him. To like,
you're out the front teaching him and stuff as well.
Oh, I don't even know why that makes me emotional, eh? But he just folded this kid, and I'm like it's him fucking facing that fear. I'm like, because fears, I guess it's been the one thing that fucking hell, it's been the one thing that's held me back, hey.
Yeah.
Like it's kept me in such a cycle, and I don't want fear to hold the boys back. And then when I experience him just like letting go of that fear and facing that fear and folding some kid, and then every tackle after that is just fucking boom, 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 because he knows.
He gets one and he gets his confidence up, and then he's like, I can do this.
Because he knows.
And that's not just in footy, that's part of life as well. You do one thing, you succeed at it, and you're like, fuck, I can actually do this. You doubt yourself, and then you do it, and you're like...
It's fucking nuts.
Surprise
Can I have
yourself.
water?
Yeah.
Cheers. Yeah.
Bit parched, mate.
Bit parched, man. Those fucking... those tears were the last bit of moisture in me.
Sucking them up.
Yeah.
Nah, that's cool. That's super cool.
That's I'm glad that come up, because I don't know, that hasn't really come up in me before. It's like made me realise something of, you know, how important something is, something that I'm going to really... And I'm teaching Hunter, the boys at the moment, about fear, about putting fear into the other team.
Yeah.
Because if they can't actually put the fear in, the other team puts fear in, but if they can create an experience like Hunter or somebody just hitting them hard, like that'll make them feel like, oh fuck, I don't want to...
Yeah, not going to run it
that
again.
fear. But also trying to teach the boys how important and how powerful fear is, and to use it in the right way. Like, don't use it in a dog way.
Yeah.
Don't be a dog about it. Don't be a maggot like fucking who controls the world. The 1%, don't be maggots like them. I teach them about them too. They know that I fucking hate the government. They love my shirts. They fucking hate the government too.
Mate, I've got fucking so many reactions from people like wearing your shirt. Eh?
But
just for context, Corey has a shirt that says "fuck the government" before that fucks you, and yeah, I wear it. I've worn it into the gym. I wear it down to Coles and shit, and I just get a cheeky grin and stuff. And so love your shirt, love your shirt.
Do you want to know why? The deeper thing about that shirt. So the word "fuck," I think it's in German. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's in something, but I looked it up. It means to penetrate.
Okay.
I guess that's why they call it. Like, it's a good fuck, a good penetrate. Yeah. So, like, penetrate the government before it penetrates you. And you can't penetrate the government from the outside. You do it. This is a part of it.
Yeah.
Just to talk about it, and just be like those little fucking seeds, planting it, like making people aware, like we are getting fucked. So we got to fight from the inside out.
Yeah, for sure.
Just make people aware. Unite.
The other parenting thing I want to touch on is you can't really have your own kids, and how I know you got the 3 beautiful boys there, but they are your boys, but they're obviously not your boys by blood. How does it make you feel never being able to have your own kids by blood? I mean, you've got your kids there, but your own full mini-me.
It hurt at the start. It was something that used to bother me. It was something that I would use as an excuse to use as well.
Yeah.
Don't know why. Like it. Yeah, I don't know.
You sat with it and come to terms
Yeah,
with
like
it?
I wanted to have, like my old boy's young.
Yeah.
I wanted to have kids like when I was 17, 18, 19,
Lucky
20.
you didn't with some of the birds you were getting around
Oh,
with.
mate. I probably would have killed myself. I'm not joking. Like if I ended up in that life, I probably, just to like be raw and real about it.
Either that or it could have, like you said, sliding doors, you don't know, it could have fucking turned you there and turned you into a different person. Well, you never know.
But to have kids of my own, mate, it doesn't,
You still look at them as your own kids.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Like,
And you can tell that, by the way, like I said, with your parenting. Like it's...
I mean, by blood, so I don't believe in that anymore. I don't believe family is blood. I believe family is who you choose to surround yourself with, because if you put it down to blood, family can be fucked. And I'm not going to... Like, anyone can be fucked.
Yeah.
You know, like...
Penetrated.
Anyone can be penetrated, yeah. Anyone can be just a shit person, you know. Like, people, you know, there's this thing back in the day, like with racism, people hate a black person. Yeah. Just because the person is black.
Yeah, different skin colour.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, why?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Like,
it's 2025 and it's still happening now. Like, there's a lot of that still goes on, which is fucking...
So people, people will hate one whole, race or colour or whatever based on, just the actions of, one person. Like, one person in a family can be fucked. Halo, relax.
Getting penetrated over there, mate.
Sorry, well, I'm getting a bit lost with me mind here, but family is everybody. Yeah. Is a collective.
Yeah, I agree on that. You surround, like,
Come here, girl. Come here.
Your family is definitely the ones you surround yourself with. I just need to check on here that
Come here.
I've touched base on everything that I wanted to. Before we wrap it up, yeah, pretty much. That's been a good little chat. Anything else you want to touch on with us?
Well, do you want to share anything? Have you got anything?
Actually, Shell said that you're looking at getting her on very soon.
Yeah. Kel's organised it. So Kel spoke with us.
Yeah.
I'll be like, absolutely. Yeah, just like, I just said, just hit her up.
Yeah. She's always keen to fucking talk. She never
I would love to. Up. So how far off is she? Just give everyone a bit of a rundown of we haven't had Rochelle on, but obviously Dill was on, guys. I can't even remember what episode it was, man. But
I think that was your first guest.
Yeah.
Besides Kels.
Yeah. Spoke about Millie.
Yeah.
Millie.
Little daughter.
Yeah.
Little daughter who passed away 18 months ago, but we're 2 weeks off having our little man. So Shell's heavily pregnant. I've been calling her the bowling ball and getting away with fat jokes, but not for too much longer. So yeah, she's got 2 weeks to go. But yeah, you could even squeeze one in with her. But I think, did you say you wanted to do one before she has baby?
Yeah.
Yeah. So be able to squeeze one in for sure.
Yeah. I don't know when Kelsey's got it organised, but she said that she does.
She's locked in,
Yeah. So I'll just roll with the flow of that. I'm just like, I'll just do it then and there, and whatever's meant to unfold. Are you fucking farting, you dog, cunt? Look at this. Look at this. It's like a look at this. Look at the audio on this thing. It's like a 8.9 magnitude earthquake on this thing. You dirty fuck. How is? Oh my god, that smells like burnt rubber and dick.
Halo.
That smells like wind passing semen.
Before we wrap it up, do you want to leave us with anything? You want to leave us with a little quote? You want to tell the people something? But what do you reckon? You got a quote for us?
Oh, maybe no quote. Maybe just. Oh. I guess Halo, just come here and relax. Sorry, guys. She is just whinging like crazy. I would just want to leave it with. Talk to yourself nice. What you think and how you talk to yourself means the world. If you talk to yourself like shit and don't believe that you can do certain things, you don't believe that you're capable.
Very true.
You know, if you think you're a piece of shit, if you think you're just a drug addict, like that's your whole reality. Like you've got to start reprogramming the way that you think. And the way that you talk about it, you got to start actually believing yourself and believing in the things that you can achieve. I can't really focus right now with that fucking whinging in the back, to be honest with you.
That was good to drop in and have a chat again, though, eh?
It was, man. Thank you very much.
Hear your story. Thank you.
Thank you very much, brother.
Take care.
Have a good day.